Y esta semana tuvimos la dicha de contar con la presencia en nuestro país de dos grandes creadores del séptimo arte. Ellos son el productor Bob de Brino y el director Silvio Polio. Ellos son los creadores del documental Path to Glory y tuvimos, por supuesto, el privilegio de tenerlos aquí en Cinetips.
Antiguo policía de Nueva York herido en acción y convertido en productor independiente, Bob de Brino visitó la ciudad de Caracas con la idea de filmar un documental llamado Simón Bolívar, Path to Glory, cinta al estilo docudrama que aspira a recrear la vida del libertador, desde su infancia en Venezuela, pasando su desarrollo militar, su formación intelectual en Europa, hasta su muerte en Santa Marta, Colombia.
I worked very, very long hours, and I was introduced to the producer of The Godfather, Al Ruddy, in New York while they were shooting The Godfather. I worked very, very long hours for Universal Pictures as a very minimal job, just running around and for nothing, for no money, just so I can get into the business. I was working as an independent producer at Warner Brothers for Dan Blatt Productions. About 5 years ago, I was looking into Bolivar history and the history of Latin America, and I noticed there was not one movie in the film library of any of the studios made about Simón Bolivar. Very, very excited to get into the Bolivar spirit. I had an idea to do this because in the United States, Hollywood was very apprehensive of coming down here and doing anything in this South America because of the so-called bad publicity, which I don't believe. This is something I undertook on my own with my investors. We're not in this to make money. We're in this to make a path so we can bring a major feature film about this fascinating character, Simón Bolivar. I have convinced many actors in Hollywood, producers, directors, to come down here against their wishes because of the publicity, that everything is going to be fine, the cooperation is going to be great, and we're hoping that to complete this very shortly with everybody's cooperation. I may also add that we have all Venezuelan crew, most Venezuelan cast. We've got some amazing talent. There's some amazing talented people here as far as artists go, and directors, producers, and also the price is very cheap.
La historia del documental, con un costo calculado en $300,000, se basará en una adaptación de un escrito de Jules Mancini, realizada por el guionista guatemalteco Julio Ernesto Ponce.
The script was developed by Julio Ponce, myself, Bob de Brino, and T.J. Mancini. It still needs some work, but it's a very, very accurate version of all the positive features and the positive influence that Bolivar had on his people and on the world. The script is going to go in to a lot of the strategies, and this man being such a great, not only politician, but orator, spokesman, a warrior also, someone that was on the front line of the battle and then would be able to go into Congress and write all kinds of enactments and protection of human rights. It's incredible and fascinating.
Tras visitar Bolivia con las mismas intenciones y tomarse fotografías con el mandatario sureño Carlos Mesa, de Brino vino a nuestro país para hacer un casting, hacer varias investigaciones y pedir permisos para la filmación de este proyecto histórico que coproduciría Greg Frederickson, el mismo de El Padrino 2, y el venezolano Antonio Casado, este último con más de 18 años de experiencia en la producción de documentales ambientalistas.
It was very, very long, tedious hours. It took approximately 5 years to come to the point I am now. It was very, very exciting because this man was such a fascinating character, multifaceted character. And I think I'm going to be happy to introduce this to the whole world of film. This is what I call my lifesaver in Venezuela, Antonio Casado. My investors, when we first came down here a month ago, my investors did not want to stay here, and the studio people did not want to have anything to do with shooting down here. We were ready to pull out until we came across Antonio Casado. Antonio Casado, I got to know, he's become a very good friend. I got to know his family. He's like family to me, familia. He's done incredible things for me down here, and it's because of him that this production is taking place down here. And I'm going to bring him to Hollywood with me to talk to the producers and the studios, to let them hear it from a Venezuelan producer, how accommodating it's going to be. We'll have no trouble down here shooting a tremendous feature film. I just want to add something. The shooting, we're probably the only crew ever allowed to film in Simon Bolivar's house. And there was such everybody felt it in the crew. It was such a spiritual, overwhelming experience to actually be in his house and film actually recreation. That, for instance, when I had my director, Silvio Polio, award-winning director from the United States, who came down, I guess he's coming on, when he came down, he felt the feeling, without me mentioning this to him. He said, man, I just got a very big feeling of overwhelmingness and spiritualness about being here, about being not only in the house, but about being on the battlefield last night. The feeling is just incredible. It has, Bolivar's spirit is here, he's alive, he's well, and he wants this movie to happen.
El productor cuenta para este proyecto con la participación del reconocido director ítalo-canadiense Silvio Polio, quien también estuvo en nuestro país recorriendo las posibles locaciones para la filmación del documental.
Bobby introduced me to the concept of Bolivar. I'd only heard about Bolivar a little bit, but through Bobby, I really got to know who this man was. As time had progressed over the last few months, I started to realize this man's passion for Bolivar. And it was through Bobby's passion that I started becoming more interested in this character and reading up on him. And then he had told me that we need to go to South America to make this documentary. And I was scheduled to direct the whole thing right from the beginning with the interviews and everything. However, I was tied up on another project. So we had to have an interim director come in to take care of that part. And now I've arrived to cover the most important, very important part of this film is the battle sequence and the recreation of the Battle of Carabobo.
Por cierto, el actor Sal Pacino, padre de Al Pacino, participa en el documental, interpretando el personaje de Miranda.
The Pacino family and I are very close, and they've been very, very big supporters of this project, Sal Pacino and Kathy Pacino. They came all the way down here. They were very enthused about the project. Sal's participated playing General Miranda. He did a fabulous job. I mean, as you can see, we're on the set. He was, for an 82-year-old man, he had more energy than anybody. We heard from Al Pacino, his son, wishing us luck with the project, and very happy that his father was able to participate in Venezuela in this great documentary.
Hacemos otra pausa aquí en Cine Tips, pero al regreso les tenemos muchísimo más de esta interesantísima entrevista. No se vayan.